Hello, good evening. 801, 801. 801 isn't bad. Mousemas, evening. Art Berklaus, good evening. Hazelad Studio, that was a really cool article that you wrote about deaths in Sierra games. I really enjoyed that, so thank you for that. And I do agree with a lot of what you said. Jim plays games, good evening. Good to see you. We did 801 today. I'm gonna call it 801. Not bad. Not bad for us. Not bad for us. Happy Crimson Tuesday, of course. Tonight is going to be a Dan night, a musical night. Judith Butler's lover, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, today is going to be a music night. Crimson Tuesday, Crimson Tuesday. I have a thing for Dan to compose, and it's probably one of the last pieces the player will actually hear in the game. So, of course, I have not actually created it yet or designed it, but it's kind of a staple in the Colonel's Bequest and Dagger of Amon-Ra, and so I don't think it's going to be much of a spoiler if we compose for it today. Cosmic Void 3, good evening. Good to see you. Yes, so yeah, first things first, you guys. I tweeted that we have a new cozy addition to the backdrop, and we certainly do. The quilt. The quilt is done. I have some stats here. So, here is... This is what I gave my mom, the design here. I colored it in with Prismacolor. Like so. Hey, Edenwaith. Yes, big... Okay. There she is. Yes, Big Nancy. And she is big. So I have some stats here. So. Big Nancy and Bigger Nancy. Actually, I even brought Little Tiny Nancy. 3D Nancy, Quilt Nancy, and 2D. Yeah, so how many pixels? So here, I'm going to give you guys some stats. So it's 9 colors. Fancy Nancy. It's 121 by 46.5 centimeters, which for you Imperial folks, 47 and 3/4 by 18 and 1/4 inches. Hey Yosh LFG, good to see you. Welcome to chat. Yeah, we're just going over. So we're talking about my mom's quilt mirrored, my mom's quilt that she made, and it took her 37 days to complete it. And I was going to ask you guys, how many squares do you think, how many pixels do you think the whole quilt is? Because I guessed and I was really, 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 really wrong. But does anyone have any hazard a guess at what the entire... Yeah, that includes the black gem. Yeah. What do you think? There's no prize for winning. I don't do that. I don't know how. 1,000. Okay. I'll take 5 guesses from whoever, and then I'll tell you guys how many squares my mom painstakingly sewed together to create the quilt. 600. Okay. 2,057. 1600 ish. 7,000. Thank you, Jim Plays Games. 7,000. No. So it is 1,298 squares. Little squares, about 3/4 inch squares, I believe, something like that. And yeah, so the whole thing is all the way down to her toes, and she's got a nice little backing. But yeah, she's all done. She's all done. So that's kind of what I wanted. I was really excited. Yes, Jim Plays Games, you were the closest. Is that how that works? But yeah, so there she is in all her glory, and I can't wait to bring her to events and show her. That'll be a thing we do. Could make a kotatsu. Could. She's gonna... I don't know if my mom's gonna put sort of like a sleeve in the back so I can hang her more easily. Yeah, you did Judith Butler's Lover. It does look like a banner, just any old a banner you would see at a show, except like this one's a quilt, and I love all the fabric and the patterns and stuff in there. So yeah, I'm really lucky that my mom is a master quilter and she was able to put that together for me. Super grateful that she did that. So that's first. First things first. Mm, second thing. So yeah, let's do one of these. Tiny, little. Oh. Yeah, my mom is the coolest. And everyone marched behind the Crimson Standard, indeed. So that's the first thing. The second thing, dev update. I'm still working on chapter 4. There's kind of a puzzle thing that I'm working on that I'm trying to invent how to do it, so that's taking a little bit longer than I would like, but it's cool because it's fun to try something different. And that's going on. Ooh, you'll have to show the weather Afghan your mother made. Yeah, eating with for sure. I love quilts. I love really homey, crafty stuff. So the quilt is awesome. It's perfect for just the cozy mystery of the Crimson Diamond, and it's special because it's by my mom. So there's that. And I wanted to actually show you guys, I added a feature in response to some feedback I got. Because the notebook is really important in the game to track your progress and to kind of prompt you to the next thing. And some people have said that they've kind of forgot that they had the notebook. So I'll show you what I've done with that real quick. We're going to just go quickly into the game. What I've done here is I've actually made the notebook an inventory item. So if you take a look at the inventory item of the notebook, it opens up the notebook as you would expect. And in a way, the notebook was always kind of an inventory item because you can just look at notebook and it'll bring that up anyway. So it kind of is helpful to have that as a graphical representation as well. Yeah, I think it makes sense, and I can't believe I didn't think of this myself. One of those things. But yeah, it's there, so it's a lot harder for the player to forget it. Like if they kind of skip over all the tutorial stuff and don't read the first, few message boxes in the very beginning of the game. Yeah, Yosh LFG. It's one of those ideas where I love getting feedback from people. So anyone who plays the demo, and actually, Chihuahuas, hello, good to see you. Oh wow, thanks for the subscription for Prime. Thank you so much, Chihuahuas. Awesome. Yeah, it's so valuable for me to get feedback from people because sometimes something can be so obvious and then I'll just totally miss it. Yeah, it makes it a little easier. Another way to get to it, and it's not forgotten. So let's see if I can pull my own links up. If anyone wants, well, see, unfortunately, the demo in its current state does not include this part. I'm hoping after chapter 4 to kind of get around to more feedback that people have given me and release a new version of the demo. But for now, this is just only in my working copy. So that is that. And yeah, I'm just really, it actually didn't take very long to implement because everything was kind of already coded in. But yeah, so that's that. So this is all you start with in the game now, the notebook, newspaper, and the loop. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to show right now in the game. Although, why don't I show one of the deaths before we move on? And is Dan in chat yet? Because we need to make sure we can transition to Dan in a timely fashion. Oh, you know what? This is probably also a good idea, a good time to show the trailer. So let's do that too. Let's take a bit of a walk at night. It's a pretty nice night. Yeah, so let's, I don't know. Nice water. So the southern part of the game is kind of bound by this rushing river, so you can't really cross it. So, I don't know. Be careful. Or I better not stray too close to the edge of the jetty. You know. Whoop. Duh. Hey, Grindislav, don't go chasing those waterfalls. Exactly. That's if you fall down the waterfall. This is you weren't ready for this jetty, which is probably worse. So let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Okay, so first order of business was quilt. Second order of business was notebook feature. Third order of business is, oh yes, the trailer. So let's get on to that. Daniel Policar is paging Dan. It is a kind of a chill nighttime scene, and is it scary? I guess I guess it can be a little bit scary. Okay, so why don't we move? First, I will briefly introduce myself to anyone who is new to chat. Welcome to stream. Welcome. We stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. This week is a music stream. Let's see. It does depend on the music, with the tone or something, for sure. Slot Studio. Okay, so that's Dan. So we're going to be rating Dan in a little bit. Dan is the musician for the Crimson Diamond. He's using a genuine Roland MT32 to make the music. And I am making everything else. So the writing and the game design and the coding, animation, art, whatever else it's in it is me. But yeah, so Dan will be doing music this week, and on alternate weeks I do game art development, and last week I showed the text parser feature in Adventure Game Studio. And maybe I'll show something else in Adventure Game Studio. I know you guys mentioned a few things you want to see potentially. So I have those written down still. And if anyone in chat has any other ideas, I have notes. Hold on. I had notes. They're here still from last week. Wow, I can't find them now. But I will find them, and I will hopefully try to show some stuff. So maybe some basic AGS stuff, if anyone's interested. Seeing. So yeah, I might do that. Torn piece of puzzle minigame. I don't know about minigames. I'm not good enough to do them. I've got all these notes and I can't find what I wrote last week. It's kind of annoying. But anyone has any idea of what they want to see me do in Adventure Game Studio, you can tweet it or you can say it in chat and maybe we'll cover that. Paging Dan Policar, the musician for this game. Hopefully we're going to be rating you soon. Other things. Oh yes, so, okay, intro. Yeah, I was introducing myself. So I'm working on the Crimson Diamond, which is this game, which is a text parser mystery adventure game based in Canada. And you play Nancy Maple, who is the lady up here now. You play her. And you are a rookie mineralogist, and you get sent up to the fictional town of Crimson, Ontario, up north, and you have to ascertain whether there are diamonds on a particular piece of land or not. And of course you get mixed up in all kinds of intrigue, and you have to hopefully solve some mysteries, learn a bit about everyone that's around you, and hopefully have some fun along the way. So that's that. I don't know what the game of Slapjack, Eden Wave. I don't know that one. Although yes, there is a character called Jack in the game. So why don't we play the trailer, and you guys can, whoever doesn't know the game can take a look, and I think it gives a pretty good idea of what is involved in playing the game, and Dan actually edited this trailer, so that's pretty cool. So let's move into that.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
Alright, so that's done. And oh yeah, I'm going to shout out Grundislav as well. Grundislav streams on Wednesdays, Wild West Wednesdays, and is of course making Rosewater, which you guys should definitely check out, wishlist it, and all that. Grundislav is a fellow Adventure Game Studio user, and of course released Lamplight City and A Golden Wake, and he is one of my inspirations, so definitely go check that out. And yeah, Nightbot also brought up Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, which is a game I did art for with Xalavier Nelson Jr. of Strange Scaffold Games, who did Hypnospace Outlaw with Jay Tholen, who did Dropsy, and working on Skatebird. Is working on an airport for aliens currently run by dogs, and a bunch of other stuff, including a redacted project that I'm working with him on, with the same team that did Space Warlord. So yeah, definitely. The game has been announced. There is no demo yet, but if you check out the trailer and the screenshots, it should give you a pretty good idea of what it is. I mean, it kind of says it everything in the title. And yeah, check it out, wishlist it if you want, and if it looks like something that's up your alley. Okay, let's see. Oh, Jim Plays Games wants to know, does AGS still only let you have 4 frames of background animation, or have they increased that? AGS, well, I'm actually using an older version of AGS. So the version of AGS I have only has 4 frames of background animation still. Maybe later versions have more, but there are workarounds for that, of course. You can just make an object that covers the entire screen and just make that an object, and that kind of will do the same thing. Let's see. Okay, so is the game actually called a redacted project, because it sounds like a title he might use? No, the redacted project that I've been working on with Zalavir is not called that. Although, yeah, he would totally do that. Paging Dan Policar. Has anyone seen Dan? Yes, Judith Butler's Lover has played Lamplight City by Grandislav Games. Setting was super immersive, dialogue mechanics were very well thought out. Yeah, the setting is amazing. I think he won an award for the setting of Lamplight City. I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure that he did. Okay, so while we're killing time and waiting for Dan, I can talk about the piece of music that we are going to be composing tonight, live. Dan's gonna be in big trouble. So Dan tonight is going to be composing what I like to call kind of the debrief music. So you know how in the end of Dagger of Amon-Ra, the coroner is asking the coroner is asking Laura Bow some questions about the stuff that she's kind of seen and experienced, and you kind of, based on that, you get kind of a different ending based on how well you respond. They also have that at the end of the Colonel's Bequest, which it kind of lists the things that you actually got around to doing, and then makes suggestions of stuff that you could potentially try on your next playthrough. And so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing as well for the Crimson Diamond, although I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be implementing that. Is it going to be like a quiz? Do people write an essay to me that I then have to mark and send back to them? Probably not. Is it going to be like a multiple choice thing? Is it going to be based on flags that are programmed into the game, like the Colonel's Bequest? Those questions were hard. Okay, good. Dan is here. Welcome, Dan. Dan, we're nearly ready to raid you. I'm just kind of explaining the music that we're going to be composing today. Well, you're going to be composing today, and I'm going to just kind of not be able to describe what I want for the most part. Yes. Yeah, there's a part where you can get rated barely conscious in the Colonel's Bequest. Yes. So yeah, it's going to be kind of debrief testing music. And I sent Dan, of course, the Dagger of Amon-Ra piece with the coroner's section. And also, I also sent him the StarCon aptitude test music from Space Quest 5. Because I kind of wanted to be sounding like test taking, but I also wanted to sound like kind of a wrap up for the whole game in a way. If you get a perfect score, win a free trip to Crimson Ontario. Yeah, Jim Plays Games. A lot of people say Space Quest 5 is one of their favorites, I believe. But Dan, are you all set to go? Because we can get in there if you want. Because I'm pretty much done everything I wanted to do here. Yeah, a lot of people really like Space Quest 4. I mean, I like Space Quest 4, of course, because of just how they handle the graphics and stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta get on Discord. You're right. Okay, let me do that. So yeah, just to wrap up, Nancy Maple Quilts. Oh, there she is. Nancy Maple Quilts happened. So she's gonna be in the background from now on. And next week will be an art stream / Adventure Game Studio stream. And I did write the suggestions you guys had about what you want to see, and I can't find that piece of paper right now. But maybe I'll have another little segment where I show some of that. Okay. So, let me start up Discord. Well, actually, you know what? First, Dan, are you on right now? Is that hold on. Are you rateable currently? Dan, go live. Dan, go live. Yeah, the StarCon music sounds a lot like the Jeopardy music. Yeah. So I don't want to make it sound too Jeopardy-like, and I don't want it to sound too tense because it's kind of like you finish the game and it's kind of like a denouement kind of music. Dan, 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 tell me when I can raid. Let me know. Denouement, very good. So we're gonna, yeah. So what else can I mention? Dan, go live. Dan, go live. I don't know what else to say. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is where we're at. Hopefully, oh my gosh, hopefully end of February, chapter 4 will be finished. Okay, Dan is live now. We're gonna set up to raid Dan, and then we're gonna make some music. And then Dan has some other stuff planned too, so we're gonna get into that too. So, raid. I forget if I have to put at or what. Dan the Dan. Okay. Cool. That looks like it's working. Okay. Everyone in the bus? Everyone in the bus. Great. Okay. But yeah, see you guys next week. Well, I'm going to see you guys in Dan's stream right now, but I'll see you guys next week also for art stream and maybe a bit of AGS. We'll see how that goes. But, all right. I'm setting up to raid, and then Danny, I'll start up the Discord, and I guess I'll call you when I do that. Awesome. Okay, see you guys at Dan's channel. Raid? Oh my gosh, Dan, it says your channel's offline. What happened? Oh no. Dan. Oh no, did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Dan, are you live? Am I talking to myself? Okay, I think that's good. I think we're good.